Hello everybody, today we're going to make some bunting. So what things we're going to need some cardboard from a cardboard box, we're going to need scissors, a black pen and a ruler, and we're going to need some fabric, different coloured fabrics, anything will do. Nice bright colours if possible. Going to need some sort of thread or string to hang the bunting on. Going to need a large safety pin, a large needle threaded with some bright coloured thread. I've got green here. The larger the better because it's easier to thread. Okay, and some pins. Okay. So I'm going to start with the piece of cardboard. First of all, we need to measure with our ruler across the top. We need to measure 10 centimeters. Okay, and then we're going to mark a line, and then we're going to do 20 centimeters down here. Okay, let's mark a line there. So on the back here, I'll show you what I've done. So it's 10 centimeters across the top here, and then mark it, and then 10 centimeters to there, and then I've joined those two lines together. Put the ruler here, and I drew a line all the way down here, stopped at 20. Okay, and then I also drew a line at the bottom here, so I end up with a line across there. That was drawn across there, so we end up with 5 centimeters up here. Sorry, 10 centimeters across the top, 10 across the bottom, and 20 down here. So we end up with this rectangle. Okay. Then we need to measure 5 centimeters to the middle. Make a mark with our ruler. Measure 5 centimeters and make a mark there. And then do that at the bottom. 5 centimeters and then make a mark. Okay. And then join those two lines together. I'm going to do that now. So we'll join that 5 centimeter line down to that one, and then draw a line. Okay, and then because we need to make this triangle shape, we end up with a shape like that. We have to join that top corner down to the 5 centimeter mark and draw a line just like that. Okay, and then we do that on the other side. Top of the corner down to the point and make a line. Okay, so we end up with a shape like that, form shape like that. Now we cut down those diagonal lines and we end up with a cardboard triangle. Okay, so just to recap, 10 centimeters across the top, and then you halve it, draw a line down the middle and make the triangle. Okay, now we've got the triangle, we need our fabric. So get a piece of fabric. I've done the first one. We have to lay the triangle point out. Okay, so we draw around the first one like that, and I've used black pen so that I can see it really clearly. second one lines up with that line. You can see what I mean. Okay. Draw around the second triangle, butted up against the first one. Make sure that it's really straight on that line to get a wonky triangle. We don't want that. So line it up to that line nice and carefully, as I say. Get your pen, hold the triangle really firmly down onto the fabric. Draw either side of the triangle like that. You end up with two triangles together. Okay. Now we're going to cut that out. So, starting at one end, cut it all the way along the black line. Okay, as far as I've got, so I'm going to carry on cutting along that line and all the way round till I end up with that shape. So it's two triangles held together. So don't cut along this line, we need it to stay in one piece. Okay. So now our double triangle we're going to fold in half. Like that, nice and neatly so the edges, and then we're going to draw a line across the top and down each side like that. Okay, so you end up with a line going down the top of it, and a line down one side and a line down the other. Okay, so we're going to get our pins. I'm just going to pin along the edge triangle, hold it together, which makes it easier when you're sewing it up together. That's one side done. Now I'm going up the other side. So there's the triangle pinned. Okay. So now for the sewing. Triangle out of the way. So I've already threaded my needle, and I'm going to tie a knot in one end so it doesn't pull all the way through. Okay. There's a knot. And now we're going to start at one corner of the across line. Okay. So pull it all the way through. Because you've got the knot, it won't pull all the way through. And then we're going to double knot to start with, just so it doesn't slip. This bright green is going to show up really well against this denim. And then another one. So 3 knots to start, 3 stitches to start with in the same place, so it doesn't slip. But remembering that we're stitching along this line. Okay, so we're going to leave a little gap between the top and the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to stitch all the way along there, in, out along the line. Pull it through. You don't have to be teeny tiny stitches, they could be quite big because you've got lots and lots of triangles to make. This bunting needs to have quite a few triangles to make it look really good. As many as you can manage. Maybe even 20. But it'll be well worth it when you've finished. Okay, so I've got to the end now. See, it's very quick. And I'm just going to do a double stitch here to hold it in place. That's one. And that's two. Okay. So now you don't need to knot the fabric, knot the thread and start again. We can just carry on. I'm going to stitch down this line now, and all the way down to the point. Excuse me. So just like that. That's my first stitch. And then carry on, just like you did across the top. There's another stitch. And keep on going till you get down to the point. Okay, so I'm going to put that to one side and show you one I did earlier. So this is a different fabric. This is really bright, isn't it? So you can alternate between one colour and another. So you can have a denim one, and a bright one, and then another denim one, all the way along the line. Or it could be something completely different. Whatever fabric you've got, doesn't really matter, as long as it's nice and bright. Okay. So when you've finished, you'll have stitched all the way across the top, and then all the way down to that point, and then all the way back up again. Finish off here with a couple of stitches, and then snip it off. Okay. So you end up with a nice, neat triangular bunting. Now I'm going to show you how to put the string thread through. So you want something that's strongish. It's got a bit of, so if you've just got wool, maybe double the wool up, something like that. But this is quite strong. Okay. I put a knot on the end, and here's my safety pin. I'm going to put that through the knot at the end. Okay. And then make sure that doesn't come off. And then we've got a channel, a hole that we can push our safety pin through. That's why we left the gap. So I'm just going to push that through so it comes out the other end. And pull. And there's your bit of bunting on a bit of string. Okay. So if you imagine that the other bit will have finished stitching, so that'll be hanging there, and then another bit, and another bit, and another bit, and hopefully you'll make some really, really bright bunting, and you could hang it in your garden. So I'm sitting in my garden at the moment. I'm going to hang mine in my garden, or you could hang it in your bedroom, anywhere that you think needs cheering up. Okay. Hope you enjoy having a go at making bunting, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio for now.